Hello, 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 and welcome to this episode of Musically Cogitating, a podcast about the relevance and importance of living and contemporary music of all kinds, and about how that music impacts our everyday lives. I am your host, Ciyadh Wells. Thank you so much for joining me here today on yet another Wednesday. As always, any important and relevant links will be in the show notes, and if you're listening, and you are, you will hear that I've made a little bit of an adjustment to the intro, outro, and background music for this special episode. So I hope you enjoy that nice touch. Today's topic is, well, it is what it is. Today's topic is the 2021 gift guide for the music obsessed person in your life. And I wanted to do this because obviously this is fun. I didn't get to do a gift guide last year because I just didn't, but I thought, this is another year, it's a new time, it's a new day, and I want to do a gift guide. So I'm doing it. And this is a perfect gift guide for me. If someone is listening to this and is thinking about getting me a gift, this is what I would want. But I think these gifts are things that the music obsessed person in your life would want as well. I think I am great at gift giving. If you've received a gift from me and you feel otherwise, well, that is totally fine. But I think that I am good at it. So I'm going to start off with a few, just a few tips to get you on the right track when you're thinking about giving someone a gift. This is not specific to the upcoming holiday season. These are just general. This could be someone's birthday, another reason, celebration gift, any other reason that you might be wanting or thinking about giving someone a gift. And so the first one is my personal favorite. Don't be afraid to ask someone what they want. In my life, I like to put together a list of things that I might be interested in or want, just to make it easier for the person. I don't always know what they'll get me, but these are just ideas. So don't be afraid to ask someone what they want. Don't be afraid to ask for a list. Of course, gift cards are always great if you're not really sure, but you want to get something that is personal-ish enough. So a gift card to a restaurant or an experience, or for something that someone really wants, to their favorite store, I think is a great alternative as well. Consider sustainability. So consider the environmental impact of the gift that you're going to give someone. Is it going to last a long time? Is it consumable? Is it going to be used up really quickly? Always consider that. Stay away from, this is just my general thing, is stay away from the gift sets that you see in places like Walmart and Target, unless you are sure that the person is going to use that gift set. So if it's someone's favorite perfume or favorite bath salt or favorite body wash, then of course get that for them. But if you're not really sure what to get someone and you're like, oh, I'm going to get them a gift set, I'd probably not get them a gift set that's especially related to something that's like smell or scent. Now, I think that food gift sets are interesting and something to definitely get and consider. But if it's something like a smell or a scent or a body wash or, a random set of tools, I would say probably stay away from that unless, like I said, you really know that the person is going to be into that. So I have taken the time and thought about this gift guide, and I've categorized all of the sorts of gifts into three categories. So the first one is going to be experiences. And so if you're wondering what to get someone, I would say concert tickets are great. And that's the first kind of experience, because who doesn't love a concert ticket? Who doesn't want to go to a concert that they didn't have to pay for? Of course, we love to support artists and pay when we go to their concerts and things, but who doesn't want to go to a concert for free? I know that I do. I am 10 times more likely to go to a concert and that's not a mathematical calculation there, that's just a general 10 times. But I am 10 times more likely to go to a concert if someone has given me a free ticket to someone who I especially want to see. So whenever you're giving concert tickets, definitely make sure that the person likes the artist. I And many people will probably go to a concert even if they don't love the artist. But for most people, I think that that's not true. They want to know who the artist is and they want to like the artist before they attend the show. So if you can, make sure that the person likes the artist. Make sure that they are comfortable going somewhere with a lot of people, especially in our current times. And not everyone's comfortable with that. So definitely consider that. And remember that Ticketmaster gift cards and things like that are a good alternative. So someone can still, get that concert experience that you're giving to them, but they get to choose. So that is also one thing that you can consider. Another kind of experience, and I'm using experience broadly here, are app subscriptions. So this is, of course, a bit of a deep cut because, this podcast is definitely a deep cut anyway. But this is for someone who is really into apps and digital things, and you want to buy them a subscription to that app for the next 3 months, 6 months, or year. So I think that Apple Music, you can do this, Kobo's, Tidal, Spotify, all of the kind of major streaming platforms. I'm pretty sure that you can buy someone either like a subscription or a gift card that they could use for a subscription. So I think this is literally giving someone the gift of music. And you can do this on all of the major app stores, I believe. So, the Apple App Store, Android and Google Play app stores. You can buy gift cards and then the person can also use that to purchase the subscription. So I think this is a great way to give someone something that, physically doesn't have that huge footprint, although we've talked at length about the environmental impacts of streaming. But, there are other types of music related app subscriptions, which I've talked about at length, that you could give someone that they would really enjoy. The last type of experience, and this is again the music adjacent category of things, is food. And I'm willing to bet that if someone loves music as much as I do, as much as a music obsessed person typically does, they probably love food too. So consider a food gift card, consider perhaps a coffee subscription. Hint, hint. If you're looking to get me something, give me a coffee subscription because I really enjoy coffee. Anyway, so coffees, teas, those types of gift sets are really interesting and fun. So that would be a great one. Perhaps if they're a baker, getting them some sort of baking mix or a kitchen tool. But anything related to food is an experience, and it is probably pretty sustainable, I hope, and environmentally friendly if we're talking about food. So that's one thing that you can get someone. It's an experience. It's food. Perhaps they can go consume the food before they go to the concert. So just think about how to layer the gifts. But food is definitely an interesting one that I think is music adjacent enough, and I wanted to mention it because food. My second category of things is things. So the physical items that we tend to think of when we are giving someone a gift. And so the first thing is merchandise. So music merchandise. So merchandise from an artist. For instance, I don't have too many of these anymore because I'm trying to, lead a little bit more minimal lifestyle when it comes to this particular thing, but I'm thinking of t-shirts from various artists. So if I have a t-shirt from a concert or a t-shirt from an artist that I really, really, really enjoy, I'm probably going to wear that until I cannot wear it anymore. So for instance, I have this Adele t-shirt. I went to an Adele concert in 2016. I still wear that t-shirt. I still love it. I have several Beyonce t-shirts. I just love band t-shirts, music merchandise. And, side note, they are great conversation starters when you're just meeting someone. So, give someone the gift of music merchandise. Give someone the gift of conversation. Give them a conversation starter. If you don't want to give someone a t-shirt because you don't know their size or they're not going to wear it, perhaps you can get them a poster or a print that's signed or a keychain or a sweatshirt, even though that's still like something someone would wear. You could get them perhaps like a cup that has the brand of the artist on it. You can get them something that's autographed. Those are different kinds of options, but they're all in the merch for someone's favorite musical band, group, or artist. So the next thing is physical media, and this is a little bit different. And when I'm saying physical media, I'm referring to myself and someone who likes vinyl, CDs, tapes, things of that sort. So I think in physical music media, and you want to get something that is fun, but that is, a little bit thoughtful and a little bit specific. So for example, you want to get a top 40 album for the top 40 lover in your life. So if someone loves, I'm thinking Adele here, get them the latest Adele record. That would be a great thing. Now, when you get someone physical media, you might want to hint at, do they have a way to play it? Because as much as it is a thing for people to just own vinyl and not to have a record player, it would be even better if they already had a record player. So, for some people, they'll get the record and then they'll get the record player afterwards. So that's also an option. But you might just want to check and see that they have a way to enjoy the gift before getting them the gift. So again, vinyl of all sizes, right? CDs, tapes, things like that are going to be really, really great gifts. My next thing, as you will, are musical instruments. And so there's a huge asterisk with this one, because if you're considering this for someone who is a musician, they probably already have something in mind that they want, and that's probably going to be an expensive thing because it's high quality and they're going to use it. So just be aware of that when it comes to buying instruments, because you want to get something that is going to last a long time, that's going to be of a certain quality and ability use. And there are a lot of musical instruments out there today that are kind of just toys. So you don't want to get anyone a toy unless, of course, they request a toy. So, make sure to ask someone, if you are going to get them a musical instrument, ask them beforehand if there's something that they want, or if there's something that they've been considering, and if they can give you a few suggestions when it comes to that. But I think these are great gifts, and it can be really useful to help someone start on their musical journey. So even if you're getting someone a new instrument that they don't already play, it can still be great. Just consider, not getting them a toy, getting them something that they can enjoy and make progress on. You can also think about musical accessories if you don't want to buy someone an instrument. So I'm thinking instrument straps, like guitar straps, bass straps, guitar strings and picks, violin strings, picks, things like that. And also learning materials. So how to play piano in 30 days. I don't know if that exact title exists, but I'm sure there are really similar things that exist. So learning materials are a really good way. The next category of things in the things category are books. So books are amazing gifts. And whenever someone gives me a book, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, a book, because I love books. Now, get books for people who like to read. If you are considering getting a book for someone who doesn't really enjoy reading, then get them something else from this list. Not everyone loves to read, and that's totally okay. Just consider that before you get someone a book. So, of course, you can check out in the show notes a link to some of the books that have been featured on this podcast so far. But, consider that. Give someone a music book. It could be a music memoir, a biography. It could be like what I was saying about learning materials. It could be a score of some sort, of some kind. You can also consider getting someone like a subscription to an audiobook service. So that is another way to give someone the gift of book, if you will. But just when you're giving someone a book, make sure it's something that they would enjoy a little bit, because if not, then the book is just going to go to waste and then eventually probably go to Goodwill or something like that. So consider the person and the kind of book that you're getting them before they get it. But of course, books make great gifts. Now, this is another deep cut, as we like to say, and this one goes a little bit deeper. And I categorize this, subcategory of things as hi-fi things. So things that are high fidelity in nature, that are going to give someone a good music listening experience. So it's things to enhance the sound of the music. And I'm thinking things like headphones, amps, decks, wireless speakers, wired headphones, and an MP3 player. Yes, you can still buy an MP3 player in 2021. People still make them. I still use one and listen to one, as I've talked about. They are great gifts. You can also get someone a turntable, record player. With this one, this kind of goes back to the musical instrument thing and book thing. Like, get this for someone who is interested in it, and don't get certain brands. So do a little bit of investigation. I think whenever you're looking for something like that is so specific as a turntable, it's good to seek out like really specific and knowledgeable people in this realm. So of course I'm kind of knowledgeable in this, not really, but if you need a suggestion, definitely ask me and let me know. But I would check out Turntable Labs for some really great options, and they have gift guides and sets. There are going to be some turntables out there, record players, that are more like toys, and so I would definitely stay away from them because they can scratch up records. So just be aware that when you're going for this kind of gift, like a turntable record player, just be aware that some of them are great, some of them are not. So think before you buy, and maybe ask the person that you're going to buy this for if they have one that they already are interested in. Another set of things is what I call music furniture. So this could be a stand for your instruments, for instance, like a guitar stand, a violin stand, things like that. I guess you could consider like a case, a music case, also music furniture. But I was also thinking a CD stand, for instance, or a cabinet for someone's vinyl, a vinyl shelf, a musical shelf. These are great gifts. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And if you have someone who has a lot of physical media already, but is just kind of storing it haphazardly, these are great gifts. So my last big category of this gift guide are what I call others. And I'm going to start off with, and kind of, I guess, wrap it up here with the deepest of the deep cuts. And that is, make a donation to a nonprofit on someone else's behalf or in someone's name. Now, yes, I work at a nonprofit. I run a collective that, while we are not an independent nonprofit, we are fiscally sponsored, and so we accept donations. Links will be, yes, in the show notes. But so I am biased about this one, but if you can't think of something to get someone, and you don't want to get them something that is going to take up space, but you want to do something nice in their name, I think donating to a nonprofit in someone's name and honor is a really, really great option. And it shows that you care about them. It shows that you want to have an impact, that you want their, who they are to have an impact, and that they care. So I definitely think that this is a great gift. And a lot of nonprofits would, of course, really love and accept anyone's donation. And so every nonprofit is different, but they can help you kind of navigate, the gifting part of what that exactly means. But I think that this is a great way. And so, if someone is really into, for instance, music, because this is for the music obsessed, you can donate to a local music nonprofit. If someone is into sustainability, you can donate to that. If someone is into food and food systems and food justice, you can donate to nonprofit that works for that. There's a nonprofit out there who definitely works for every issue. So just find one, get in contact with their development person, operations person, and they can help you. But I would definitely say that this is a great one if you want to do something nice in someone else's honor and you're really looking to give back, because right, it is better to give than it is to receive. Although we love getting a good gift, yes, the most important part of this is being thoughtful about what we give to the person who is going to receive it. So that was it. That was the 2021 gift guide. I will put some specific suggestions to things in the show notes, but I wanted you to think and be able to choose. So I suggested some broad categories of things, and I'm sure that you'll be able to find that specific book or that specific piece of, quote, music furniture to give to someone. So, of course, it's music recommendation time. And for this recommendation, I'm going to go top 40. I'm going to go probably number 1 here. And I'm going to suggest Adele's latest album, 30. I've made my way through it a few times, and it's really great. You know, it's an Adele album, and I do enjoy Adele. So if you haven't listened to it, but are, thinking you want something to listen to, I definitely recommend that. Don't forget to follow the podcast on social media and the website. Side note, if you're looking to give someone the gift of podcast, you can buy podcast merch. So you can buy merch from this podcast, another podcast, anything like that. All those links are always in the show notes. If you're listening to this on a podcast player that does reviews, such as Apple Podcasts or Podchaser, please give us a rating and review, as it helps for me to make the show better, and it helps other people to find it. You can always support, using the Buy Me a Coffee link if you would like. And so that's all I have for you today. I'll be back very soon, in the next 2 weeks, I guess, with the next episode of the Musically Cogitating podcast. Until then.